Hello everybody, this is Moo. Decided to do another quick video. Yeah, this one is going to be talking about some deep stuff on this particular one, because I'm kind of going into some deep stuff. Sometimes I was kind of being, wasn't too sure I was going to do it, but now I'm going to go ahead and go in. I'm going to talk about these concepts of the occult information, and a little bit of this stuff about, I'm hearing a lot of people talking about this Anunnaki thing, and the Elohim and the Biru and all these different concepts. Let's look at the word occult. This word occult is nothing negative. Occult means the hidden sciences. It's interesting too that I hear a lot of people talking about this occult stuff, or this. They talk about Madame Blavatsky, the Theosophical Research Society, and this particular subject matter. They try to say that this occult stuff is something bad or evil. This occult information, the sciences go back to Africa and Kemet, which we know as Egypt. But this information, when you're talking about the Anunnaki, the word Anuki, Anunnaki or Anuki, you're talking about it comes from the word Anu, those on high. And these concepts are basically the same concepts in your Bible called the Bain Elohim, or the angelic beings in the Bible. In the Voodoo, it will be considered the Orishas. So basically all this stuff is tied in, because you got esoteric and exoteric. One is dealing with the inner, one is dealing with the outer. When you go to so-called religious ceremonies, you read these Bible scriptures, or the Quran, or the Torah, or the Injil. Those are basically ceremonial worship type aspect. Then you have a higher level of sciences where you go into the inner God, or the inner power within yourself. Some people call it mysticism. Some people call it Sufi. But that particular science is when you tie into the inner being of the inner construct of yourself. That particular science, where you got the esoteric and the exoteric. The science of mind, body, and spirit, deal with the chakras. That information also ties into this particular piece also too. Because I hear a lot of people calling this stuff pseudo. I laugh because a lot of people don't understand this concept. When they call this stuff pseudo, they call it pseudosciences. And I believe too, when people say it's pseudo, because they probably don't do no research and don't do no study. And I don't mean no disrespect to anybody that don't understand these concepts. I'm just kind of trying to break some things down briefly, kind of, and explain it, put it in kind of in a layman's term for somebody that probably can understand it a little bit more. But like I said, a lot of this information dealing with the occult means the hidden sciences. And these ancient sciences, are put in books. And it's very interesting too. If you go in the average bookstore, whether it be whatever kind of bookstore, whether it be a Barnes and Nobles or Books a Million, I don't know if it's still available, because I think Books a Millions around here, I think they closed down in my area in the South. But if you go in a lot of these bookstores, it's very interesting that they have the occult information right next to the African cultural information. And there's a reason why, because all this stuff comes from Africa. So I hear people talking about this stuff being pseudo. Oh, that's some pseudo stuff. That's some off the wall stuff. I laugh because all this information is coming from Africa. All this information is coming from Africa. Where it be Kemet, whatever part of Africa. All this information goes back to the ancient Africa. And then we can go even further than that. This information goes back to Atlantis Memorial, Hyperborea, Lemuria, what the Earth was called at one time. And, but this information, this occult information, these sciences are nothing, is nothing spooky. It's because you have people that are into a religious construct, they see things only one dimension. When you see things from an occult perspective or a metaphysical perspective, you can see things from a wide assortment. It's kind of like what Bobby Hemmett, brother Bobby Hemmett, said a long time ago. You look at the bed, you see the bed, but it's got covers and layers on top of the bed. You got to get past the covers or layers to get to the mattress of the bed. You get what I'm saying? So people don't understand that there's different levels of this particular information. But if you're looking at only from if you're coming from a religious construct, you're going to look at things from a religious construct. If you're looking at things from a occult and a metaphysical or spiritual construct, you can see things from a higher, hyperdimensional level. You're not going to see things the same way. So I laugh when I hear people talk about this information being pseudo. When they talk about Anunnaki, or they talking about the ancient Sumerian tablets. It's called the Edom Elish, or the Ebis of Gemish. It has history of recorded history of information going back ancient time. And you know, these Bibles, the Bible is a what, 4,000 or 6,000, 4,000 year book. The Torah, the Bible thinks 6,000. The Torah is what, 4,000. The Quran is 1,400 years old, something like that. But these books only give you a certain level of information because, as you know, the original Bible had books taken out of it. There was a book called the Book of Enoch, the Book of the Maccabees, the Book of Hermes, the Book of different books that were hidden or taken out specifically because those books add to the higher level of information. So it's amazing. If you can go to a bookstore, you can find a lot of occult information, and they bury what is called the hidden, occult means hidden sciences. So that means if you're on a religious construct, you only going to look at things from a one-dimensional level. If you, like I said, if you deal with things from a higher level, you're going to look at things from multi-dimensional levels. So this is some food for thought to consider for people to do some type of research. And I might do some more videos on this, but we shall see how this goes. If you like this video, please hit the like icon and subscribe to my YouTube channel. And always, Moose say peace and blessings to everybody. And also, please do some research and study, y'all. And dig in and cover more information on different things. You know, like I said, don't believe anything somebody tells you. Go do your own research yourself. That's what I always say. And all the greats will tell you the same way too. So peace and blessings everybody, and have a nice day. Thank you.